Welcome along, fellow time travelers. I think most people have no idea how large the Dakota apartment building actually is. So check this out. The Dakota at 1 West 72nd Street spans 204 feet along West 72nd and West 73rd Streets, and 200 feet along Central Park West. In this video, I'm going to tackle the top questions and comments about Apartment 84 that people left after watching my last video, in hopes that we could set the record straight. A lot of folks seem to think that apartment number 84 is the only space on the 8th floor. And that would be true if it was in almost any other building except the Dakota. This layout shows the other apartments up there too. As you can see, the hallway runs throughout the entire floor. And you can see that there are staircases and elevators in all 4 quadrants. And any resident on the 8th floor can use any one of them, but they usually use the one closest to their own apartment. In the center of each side of the Dakota are additional stairs and elevators, but those are typically for staff because they directly access the apartments through their kitchens or pantries. Apartment number 84 used to be 7,500 square feet, but they sold part of it, and now it's down to only 6,000 square feet. But it's still like a mansion in the sky. It stretches 160 feet from the south side bedroom to the north-facing living room windows. That's nearly a city block. And check this out, it's about 80 feet from the dining room's east window to the kitchen counter. So I assume during dinner parties, they're probably wheeling everything in. After all, would you want to be carrying food all that way? Probably not. Some people have wondered why they don't just close off the hallway so it's more private and strictly for the use for those who live in apartment 84. Well, the Dakota was built to be fireproof, meaning no fire escapes on the outside of the building. Those interior staircases are critical for getting out in case of an emergency. So if there's a fire, for example, on the northwest side of the building, residents might need to skedaddle to the stairs on the east side. So blocking the hallway would be a big safety no-no. Plus, the Dakota's co-op board is super protective of the building's historic vibe. They're not about to let someone mess with the common hallways just for their own privacy. They want to keep that Gilded Age charm intact. And honestly, who can blame them? People also wondered why not break this massive apartment into 2 or 3 smaller units and sell them separately. Well, that sounds like a smart move, doesn't it? But the co-op board probably isn't keen on it. For one thing, they'd probably rather deal with one set of Mr. and Mrs. Moneybags, footing the $30,000 a month co-op fees for a $17.5 million apartment, than juggle multiple owners who might not all pay up on time or might have some financial issues. Also, splitting it up would mean major renovations, like adding new kitchens and maybe even more bathrooms, which could mess with the daily lives of residents below and above this space, as well as other residents on the 8th floor. I mean, let's be honest, nobody wants to live anywhere near renovations. Also, a lot of people have wondered why there are so many doors leading to the common hallway. People have wondered why they weren't closed up by now. So let's paint a picture. Imagine you're a 14-year-old living in the south side bedroom. It's 10 p.m. You've been studying all night, and you're dying for a milkshake that's in the fridge in the kitchen, which is way up on the north side of the building. Walking through the apartment's interior, through your parents' bedroom, and then the foyer, and God only knows what else, could mean at least a 200-foot trek. Not to mention, do you really want to walk through your parents' bedroom every time you want to leave your room? Probably not. Think about this. The average size house in the United States is roughly 2,200 square feet, with an average width of about 30 feet. So walking from the furthermost bedroom of this apartment to the kitchen would be like walking through the width of 7 average size houses. So would you really want to walk all that distance to go to the kitchen? No thanks. But you have no choice. but at the very least, you want to avoid walking through your parents' bedroom. Luckily, the common hallway's got your back. You've got options. Option number 1, walk into your closet. Slide those clothes aside and slide out that door near the southeast corner staircase and elevator. Yes, you heard that correctly. Walk into your closet, push your clothes aside, and walk through the door behind them. Fun, right? Here's something else that's fun. If you go down that staircase, you're going to come to the front door of where John Lennon and Yoko Ono used to live. How cool is that? Option number 2, head out that door by your dressing room and hang a left, and you could access the hallway that way. Easy, right? Now, if the refrigerator has your milkshake, and you want your milkshake, and there's a hallway, see, watch it, and that hallway reaches across the building to a door leading to the kitchen, you can drink your milkshake. You drink it up. So the common hallway could be a shortcut that makes your life in this massive apartment a little bit easier. Many people have expressed concerns about this apartment being in the attic and lacking central air conditioning. However, this isn't as significant an issue as it may seem. For one, the apartment is equipped with individual AC units throughout, which is likely preferable for a few reasons. First, installing a central HVAC system would require lowering the ceilings by maybe 1 to 2 feet, which would compromise the spacious 11-foot ceiling height, which you gotta admit is a desirable feature. Second, and this is really important, and I'm surprised nobody considered this, so I'm happy to tell you the following. The Dakota, completed in 1884, predates steel frame construction. Its thick, load-bearing exterior and interior walls, along with robust floors, make the building not only fireproof and soundproof, but also naturally well-insulated. You see, these thick walls help maintain a comfortable temperature year-round. Unlike typical homes that may rely heavily on AC, the Dakota's fortress-like structure provides a unique advantage for its residents. So trust me when I tell you, this apartment is perfectly comfortable throughout the year. Now, some people have said that they would not care about having rooms on the other side of the common hallways. Well, that is because those people are normal, regular people. But let's be real, shall we? Anyone who is dropping $17.5 million on an apartment in the Dakota is not normal and might not be thrilled about potentially bumping into neighbors every time they step out their front door. You see, life in a luxury apartment building isn't a Seinfeld episode where Kramer's sliding in unannounced. Privacy and security are huge for folks who can afford a place like this. So yeah, a shared hallway might seem less than ideal. But here's the thing. Owning apartment number 84, or maybe one of its smaller units if it ever gets divided up, is gonna be like winning the New York City real estate lottery. You're not just buying an apartment, you're stepping into a piece of history. You guys know how much I love the Dakota. I have loved this building my entire life because of its incredible history and architecture and design. The Dakota's hosted legends like John Lennon, Lauren Bacall, Leonard Bernstein, Rudolf Nureyev, Boris Karloff, Roberta Flack, Yoko Ono, and so many others. And its soaring ceilings, intricate details, and prime spot along Central Park West make it one of the most stunning buildings in the city. Whether it stays one massive residence or becomes a few smaller ones, the lucky folks who get to call number 84 home will be living the dream. You see, it's not just about the space. It's about being part of the Dakota's timeless story, surrounded by Gilded Age beauty and New York City energy. Whoever is fortunate enough to acquire some part of this space, or all of it, is in for a truly unforgettable experience. And I wish them all the luck in the world living there, because it's gonna be awesome. And if they want to invite me over, they are more than welcome to do so. I will even bring the tea and scones. So, what do you think of apartment number 84? If you're rolling in dough, would you live in a place like that? You know I would. Did I clarify anything in this video that you were wondering about? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Please check out the links below to learn how to support my research and productions. This channel is sponsored by CampfireShop.com. Can you do me a favor and check them out and buy some awesome candles, herbal supplements, teas, and more? Kindly be kind to all of our fellow Earthlings, and please do not harm them. And do yourself a favor and go to a local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog or both. You and they will be very glad that you did. Until next time, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.